That's what I'm talking about. My unit, my channel members. Salute. Appreciate you guys, man. All my channel members, my gold card unit. Appreciate you guys big time. This one is for you guys. I haven't been able to do this for a while. Channel members live chat. Live stream. Everybody will be able to view this or listen to this, but the chat is open to my gold carders, man. Eric Leno, Sontivia, James Shrimp Fajitas, much love to you guys, to all you guys that are going to catch this afterwards. This is on 25 minutes notice. Would you expect anything different? Would you expect any less? That's my coffee. Don't worry, that's not an earthquake. That's my coffee back here at the Monster 5000 coffee machine. A fresh coffee for my amplified unit. My gold team. I don't get to do this. I haven't got to do this often, man. We went into the Vince McMahon debacle of a story that took over the wrestling world. And then we went right into the Rock returning and the absolute meltdown in the community. So that took over the wrestling world simultaneously with the Vince McMahon story. Then we got some inclement bad weather, big winter storm in the tri-state. So it's been bada bing, bada boom, one after the other. So it's been about a week ago, I wanted to do this live stream for my gold team. So I have about an hour-ish, give or take. So we're going to do it today on 25 minutes of notice. So I understand most of my gold card, my board of directors are going to catch this over the next 24 hours. I understand. There's nothing I can do, man. I don't know ahead of time when I'm going to go live, guys. So you get about 25 minutes, and that's what you got. At least we can do this. So salute to everybody who has a gold card, man. Everybody in the chat now, as I said. Also, Colin just joined in. Lone Revolver just joined in. Salute. Into all my gold card unit that's going to catch this over the next 24, 48 hours. And to everybody, man, even if you're not a channel member, if you're a red team, go! If you're a subscriber to this channel, if you show that support, appreciate you guys as well. This is just that top tier, the gold card, man. I have to show them extra love because they show this channel that extra love, that extra appreciation. So thank you for giving me a couple 2-3 minutes to say thank you, because I really do think that's the coolest thing, man. You guys, every month, you take a coffee, you roll it up, and you chuck it at the channel. It's never needed. Never. It's always appreciated. So let me give you a full solo. D Brown, I see you up in here too, bro. D Brown. What up, brah? What up, dude? D! All right, here. I'm going to blow out a mic already. Let me get a coffee going, man. Some Dunkin' extra cream, extra sugar. All right, I got you guys, man. Hold on. I got a lot of wrestling talk. Trust me. We're going to talk Stone Cold and CM Punk. We're going to talk The Rock overshadowing everybody because he's fucking larger than life and nobody else is. We're going to talk about Paul Levesque McMahon, totally clueless. We're going to talk all about it. Salute, unit. Salute. JR9, 14. Are we already at 14 months? What up, BC? 14 months already. Straight fire. Unfortunately busy, so can't stay. But the NXT report will be up after this. So JR9's NXT report for this week will be, I guess, in the comments below once this is done being live, guys. And this will go up as an upload in the live category of the channel. Down in the comments, you can check JR9's full NXT report. And he does NXT vividly, man, with a keen eye. Always great to see what he says about it. I'm looking forward to it, JR9. They went up a little bit, or they stayed steady at least. 650 in the ratings. 650K. Dynamite pulled 811, so they went up 6,000 viewers from last week's Dynamite, which was 805,000. So NXT was able to keep steady with their audience. That's good. They didn't lose like Monday Night Raw. We'll get to that. Salute, JR9, 14 months strong, first ever channel member ever on the channel. Salute. Unique Butterfly just joined in too, live. I always love when you guys can catch it live, man. It just feels like a much more, a keen thank you. Not that my delayed audience, my future audience, it's still a vivid thank you, all right? Salute. Ah, that is fucking hot. The Monster 5000 coffee machine, I feel it's getting better with age. Let's get into these topics, guys. What do you guys want to go first? Can I just go over the Raw rating first, guys? We have to talk about this. It's exactly what the header says. 51 days ahead of WrestleMania. This is a conversation that needs to be had. Some people don't want to have the talk, I understand, right? So you want to go to a safe place, right? Go to another channel and talk about how everything is awesome in WWE, right? Everything is great, man. Oh, the storylines. It's a boom period, man. It's a boom period, dude. It's a total boom period. I get it. It's a boom period. So, why in this boom period are the ratings going backwards? Why in this boom period did they just lose another over 150,000 viewers Monday night? But it's a boom period, dude. Boom period. Boom. It's booming backwards. It's booming backwards. I get it. I get what you're doing. It's booming the other way. Like a shit in the morning. I gotcha. It's booming backwards. It's booming the other way. Gotcha. 1.74 was Monday Night Raw. 1.74, right? These are ratings like when Monday Night Football was around. 1.4 to 1.6 was their lowest, but they were pulling 1.7s at times. They were in the 1.7s, guys. You know what the funny thing was, too? One of you guys, one of my subs in a recent upload, said that some people are blaming Super Bowl fatigue, is how it was brought up. Super Bowl fatigue. Now, I've never heard that, right? But it never ceases to amaze me. I've been watching pro wrestling for over 3 decades. And over 3 decades, last year was the first time I ever heard that somebody needed more struggle in adversity. Struggle in adversity. Never heard that before. I was under the assumption that we all were on the same page. Cody has to win the title. That's it. There's no ifs. There's no ands. There's no buts. Roman cannot spend another year with that damn title, right? And then you're hoping that everything goes perfect for next year's Mania to do it again? Doesn't make sense, but we're not going to go over that. But I just thought it was odd. Struggle and adversity. What are these idiots talking about? So then you go to Super Bowl fatigue. What are you talking about, Super Bowl fatigue? So you would be on your couch just watching TV, wouldn't you be? What was America doing? Was America in front of their TVs or sitting around their living rooms with a blank TV? The TV was off and they were all holding hands singing Kumbaya? What are you doing? Are you kumbayaing? Are you holding hands? Are you playing games, maybe board games, and you just have the TV off? What are you doing that the TV wouldn't be on? Super Bowl fatigue? You act like you were playing in the Super Bowl. What are you talking about, Super Bowl fatigue? Any excuse to look away, to turn a blind eye to what is happening, right? Any excuse other than the truth, which is the show sucked, completely sucked, and the third hour was so irrelevant that the best in this game, BC, had to cut his review during the main event because it was so bad. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura did so little for BC that I said, my travel got bumped up anyway. There's inclement weather coming in, a winter storm. I said, you know what? Anthony Bowley, welcome in, brother, with that gold card. I see you, dude. I said, you know what? Inclement weather's coming in. I got my travel bumped up, and I'm waiting around for Shinsuke and Sami Zayn just because I knew, right? In that review, I told you Drew McIntyre's just going to come in and interfere, right? Maybe Cody will come out too, right? Because Cody and Drew is set up for next week. And that's all that happened. I missed nothing. The last half an hour of Raw, I started recording the review. Got the results while we were live recording. We weren't live, but while I was recording, I got the results. And it's exactly what I thought. It's exactly what I told you guys. Nothing happens on this show. You wait 3 hours for nothing. Nada. Nilch. You get nothing in that third hour for sure. So if you want to talk Super Bowl fatigue, guys, okay, you want to hear this? They started out over or near a 1-9, right? Or over the 1-8 mark. There's conflicting reports on what their top number was. But their final hour dropped to a 1.6. It was actually a 1.599. They upped it to the 1.6. I'm fine with that. Personally, I don't want to give them that extra 0.001. No, you know what? You got a 1.599. You were in the 1.5s in your third hour. Deal with it. But you know what? Give them the 1.6 flat to make it sound better. They scored a 1.6 in that third hour. Super Bowl fatigue wasn't around at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Super Bowl fatigue wasn't around at 9 p.m. Super Bowl fatigue came in at 10 p.m. just for the start of the third hour. Really? That's when Super Bowl fatigue... It just happened to be the worst of the 3 hours, which isn't saying much, by the way, because the whole show sucked. But that third hour, the review that I put out for you guys, a big part of that review was talking about how that third hour has to go away. Levesque McMahon is completely lost with that third hour. He's lost with the entire show. But that third hour is miserably bad under Paul Levesque McMahon. It is the most nauseating redundancy of BS matches that lead to nothing and do nothing going forward for anybody. It's the opposite of a cliffhanger. It's the exact definition of nauseating. You know it, James Shrimp Fajitas. We gonna preach this entire live stream because I am on my 13th coffee and I'm rocking out. Because nobody else will give you the fucking try. Everyone's just gonna fucking coddle the balls of WWE all the way to WrestleMania. Especially the ones that yelled struggle in adversity last year. They had to get their way this year. They would look like complete buffoons if Cody didn't get this match, right? Shit! We yelled struggle in adversity. Now Cody doesn't even have a match against Roman. We're gonna look like idiots! Everybody, unite! Get the hashtags ready! They would have looked like fucking morons. They already do. Because it's still a mess. It's still a mess with this entire meltdown in the fucking community. Now we have a bigger mess. So everybody, because they got their way, right? Now Cody Rhodes will take on Raw. Now everything is going to be hunky-dory, right? We're not going to call out how bad Raw was. We're not going to call out how miserably lost Triple H is. We're not going to call out how the Hall of Fame is in 50 days. What is it? 50 days. The Hall of Fame, and you don't have one soul announced. There is not one name. Do you remember? You can drag Vincent Kennedy all you want, but at least WWE had a big name announced around Rumble. Remember? Sometimes it was before Royal Rumble. A lot of times it was right after the Rumble. We're about to go into the middle of February. The Elimination Chamber. We don't have a damn name. Nobody's even talking about it. Nobody's talking about the Hall of Fame. Nobody's talking about it. What's the Hall of Fame? What's the Hall of Fame? There's nobody, right? We think they're going to blitz us with like maybe Batista, Bray Wyatt, maybe a China gets in there, maybe the celebrity wing, Regis Philbin. Who knows? There's a lot of deserving names. There's a lot of fun that could be had. You're going to have to stuff these names in like 1 month's time because you are dealing with 50 days left. 50. They're not even discussing the Hall of Fame. WrestleMania's in 51 days. You know what they have? They have 2 matches, and one of those matches is loose. At any moment, it feels like Cody Rhodes and Roman is going to get switched into something else, or somebody's going to be added, or it's going to be muffled because they're going to do a tag team match before that match, which is going to muddy the waters. It just feels like that match is not totally set. But you have 2 matches so far, Bayley and Rhea, Bayley and Io, and then Cody and Roman. Aside from that, you have 14 other matches that better be... there has to be a path on this road for the other 14 matches. And you got things like Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch, they're planting seeds. We're hearing that Liv Morgan might be added, so they don't even know if they're fully going Becky and Rhea. Gunther, everybody thought, oh, Jey Uso's going for Gunther's title. We don't know that. Jey Uso's taking on Gunther for the title on Raw next week. If they have a second match, you maybe at Elimination Chamber. I don't see them two going at it at Mania. So right now, Gunther has nothing for Mania. He's your IC title holder. You have nothing for the Hall of Fame. Nobody. Literally not one name announced. You have 2 matches for WrestleMania. You got to figure out another 14 to 15. You have top employees leaving the company 50 days before the biggest event of the year. That's right, I'm going to go over that. A top creative writer / senior producer for the company just said, peace, Triple H, Paul Levesque, McMahon. I ain't doing this anymore. A top writer. Maybe that's a good thing. Writers are leaving, top writers before WrestleMania. HHH is said to be absolutely lost. We don't need confirmation on that. We can see that with our own fucking eyes. And the third hour drops to a 1.599 rating, a 1.6, up against 0 football competition. And you're going to give an excuse like, yeah, basically, there may not have been actual football competition, but there was football fatigue, BC. Well, the 2 hours before that were over a 1.8. So what happened to nearly 200,000 viewers in a 5-minute span? After the second hour, they just went, oh, gotta turn it off. Super Bowl football fatigue. Raw dropped to a 1.74 without football competition before WrestleMania and a week before Elimination Chamber. You know why it fell to a 1.74? During WrestleMania season. You know why? Because the show sucks and it's not worth sticking around for. That's why over 150,000 viewers like BC said check you, said peace, said deuces, ooses, come the third hour. It was not fun. We're sticking around 3 hours on Monday nights for what? For what? To watch bullshit matches like Sammy versus Drew, Sammy versus Shinsuke. For months, it was the Judgment Day versus KO and Sammy. It doesn't lead to anything. Do you realize we're ending Monday Night Raw every week and it has nothing to do with the Chamber or for WrestleMania? Sammy's having weird matches and Drew McIntyre is ending every single Monday night. Why is Drew McIntyre the biggest focal point for this show when it goes off the air? That should not be your cliffhanger. We should at least have a cliffhanger. With all of the buzz that The Rock brought back, because whether you like The Rock or now all of a sudden you can't stand The Rock, doesn't even matter. You know why? Because he brought a lot of buzz back. If you could see the views that those segments with The Rock are getting, if you knew SmackDown's rating was over a 2.5 because they were expecting The Rock. Didn't get him, nor Roman. And you saw the decline segment by because they realized, oh, wait a second, they ain't showing up. But you'll see Friday night when The Rock does show back up. That's what he does. He gets eyeballs. All of that buzz on Monday night, you couldn't follow through. And there are too many people that are stroking the ego and the balls of HHH and this company, acting like everything is peaches and roses every morning. What did I say in that Raw review? You get up in the morning, you look up to the nice, beautiful, bright sky, and the clouds are shitting fried dough and titties. Fried dough and titties. Everything is awesome. But no, somebody's got to be honest. Somebody's got to be truthful. That's where BC comes in. This company is lost right now. The audience is divided. Audience is divided. I don't even care if you say, no, BC, it's 70, it's 80% of the people want Cody versus Roman. 90% BC. Doesn't matter. You've divided the audience. I can tell you it's a lot more that wanted Rock and Roman because they felt it was a better match, a bigger match. Even the people that are claiming Cody and Roman, do you realize they're not even excited? They're just literally yelling out, gotta finish his story! He's gotta finish his story! That's it. There's no excitement. Most fans want this damn story done now. I'm done even saying, as a Cody supporter, I say that 100 times. I'm done with it. I don't give a fuck if I'm a Cody supporter or not. It's fucking boring. In fact, The Rock and Roman themselves have to sell the damn story because Cody is playing fiddlesticks with Sethington, who's got no fucking business anywhere near any of them. Sethington is the kid at recess that nobody wants to play with because he doesn't bring anything of value. But you feel really bad as the teacher, so you try to usher him into everybody's shit. Brings no value. Nobody wants anything to do with little Sethington at recess. He doesn't have a great packed lunch. He doesn't have the good Capri Sun that you can at least trade. He doesn't have the newest fucking Legos or the newest action figures. He doesn't know how to hold a fucking good conversation without sounding like an absolute fucking idiot. Never has anything fun to say or fun. He's that dude. You got nothing to do with them. Step aside. You can blame WWE booking. I don't even want to hear, well, CM Punk got injured. Do you see the star power they have in this company if they really use their fucking noggin? CM Punk getting injured should not be the fucking reason this company has imploded. And then they make it worse because they cave in to the fucking vocal minority who fucking scream and have a meltdown. So now everybody looks like an idiot. Everybody looks like an idiot. Everybody. Sethington standing there. Literally nobody wants to play with him on the playground, but he's sticking around. He just stays out there. He's like the dude that doesn't get the hint at the bar, you know? Like, the girls are trying to get away from him. The dudes are like, bro, you ain't with us. And he sticks around, you know? And he's like, fucking, he gets closer and he's smiling, right? He thinks he's a part of the group. Yeah. He laughs at all the jokes. He gets closer to the fucking girls. What the fuck is this guy doing? Everybody moves to a new bar. Who comes in 24 minutes later? There he is. Dipshit Dugenheimer. It's Sethington. Doesn't get the hint. He looked like an idiot at the press conference. One of the only things I can agree with Bubba on, right? Bubba blasted him because he's saying that he's more goofy than badass, right? He says Sethington, he would like a little bit more badass to Sethington's character. He's too goofy, and it just doesn't make sense for him to even be involved in this, especially with the goofy character. Well, Bubba, that's Ben Sethington. That's been the biggest problem. He doesn't even know what his character is. He'll go from like straight Joker status to absolute fucking serious Sethington from The Shield. And he just goes, he doesn't know what his character is. He just dresses up in goofy clothes and he tries to act obnoxious and he's hoping that it catches on because he's got a catchy tune, right? Because he was sitting at home with his fucking wife, Becky, and Becky's like, thank goodness I have that song because they all do my song. And Seth's like, that's it. That'll get me over. Let me have a catchy fucking song. We all know Seth is a great wrestler. We all like Seth. But to say he doesn't look like a fucking idiot in all this, trying to sell his championship, and Cody's like, nah, that's all right. Oh, I should take that back. First, he's like, Cody looks like a bigger idiot. Because Cody's like, I'll think about it. Then Cody goes to SmackDown, tells Roman, I'm not going to take you on at WrestleMania, bro, but one day, but not at WrestleMania. He literally says the words, not at WrestleMania. And then he shows up a few days later at the press conference, and he's like, this is bullshit. Who did this? I want you at Mania. Well, little buddy, you did it, Cody. You literally looked at him and said, not at Mania. So Roman now has to go and do business, right? That's how it works, little buddy. You literally looked at the champ and said, I don't choose you at Mania. That's what you said. And then he comes out. No explanation, by the way. None. No. No explanation as to why he was even questioning not finishing his story with Roman when he was contemplating Seth's offer. No explanation. No explanation when he actually said not at Mania and chose not to go with Roman at Mania. No explanation. No explanation as to why he changed his mind, right? The Rock didn't say anything against Cody. The Rock came out, showed a family tree, and said whatever he said, yada, yada, handshake and more or something, right? He never said anything about Cody. Cody came out and started yelling, bullshit. This is bullshit. Who's listening to me? This is a bullshit. Hey, little buddy, what's bullshit? What's bullshit? You literally went live on Friday night and told Roman that you're not facing him. So what do you mean it's bull? Do you care to explain yourself? Of course not. Because Cody looks like a fucking idiot because Paul Levesque McMahon is booking like a fucking idiot. And this is where we are. Sethington is the little lost kid at recess that nobody wants to hang with because he has nothing to offer. Cody Rhodes is the fucking moron at recess that goes around saying dumb shit, right? I like Toodles and Roses. Oh, did you see the shit in the sky? Shit in the sky. And the kids are like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? And then you got Roman, right? Another thing fucking Bubba said, right? But Bubba's like, everybody looks so small next to The Rock. You think? Because The Rock is fucking polarizing. He's also on some extra shit, if you know what I mean. He does not get tested. Good for The Rock. He'll pay for that long term, though. So it's not a fair fight, by the way. The Rock is doing some extracurricular activity, but he still knows how to stand. The Rock has presence. You don't want to talk about the Attitude Era, right? Nobody wants to do that anymore. They just want to get with the times. It's a boom period. We don't want to talk about the past. I get it. So let's talk about now. How can we get larger than life? It starts with the wrestler themselves, right? Whatever creative or non-creative you're getting, you have to have a presence to you. It helps greatly if you can work the microphone, which 99.99% of wrestlers today don't know how to do. But just your presence. When you walk into a Starbucks, when you walk into a ShopRite, when you walk into Home Depot, are you walking with pride? Is your head up? Is your delts out? Is your chest out, right? Are you manning the motherfucker at that point? Or are you kind of down? Are you kind of like, oh, you got your hoodie on and you're just kind of like shrug shoulders? You know, you're not looking at anybody in the eye. You're just getting your candy bar. You just want to get out of there, right? And that's fine. That's fine. But just know that is your overall presence. That is your aura. That is your mojo. That is your being right there in a nutshell. So when The Rock comes out with his little hoodie and he's just walking casually and he's throwing up his one and Cody's got his little tiny skin tight suit on, right? And his little 5-piece with his little loafer ties and Sethington is out there with his bow tie shoes, right? And then you have The Rock come out and every movement is almost every movement is jumping off the TV. His eyes, the camera is literally following the eyes, not just the head. He moves this way. The camera's going with him in the audience. Every motion, every movement, that is The Rock. That's what makes him polarizing. Before he speaks, he has captivated you. That's The Rock. Nobody does that in today's wrestling. That sucks. Nobody is polarizing. Nobody is larger than life. Don't you see that's the fucking problem? So when people like Bubba, when Bubba Dudley says something like, well, The Rock seemed to overshadow everybody. Everybody looks so small to The Rock is what he said. You fucking think? The Rock knows how to fucking electrify and entertain. Literally, by the way, not just his little catchphrase. He knows how to literally jump off the screen. Watch everybody that came out at that press conference. Watch everybody. Now watch The Rock. You tell me who captivated you, even if you were booing this guy out of the building. This motherfucker is the real deal. This is what we had the opportunity to grow up with. And if you think I'm gonna bullshit you and say that we're in a boom period because fucking bow tie shoe Rollins and 5-piece suit Cody and hoodie man Roman, all of them come out and they're fucking with their average entrances. Roman has got the best one with his ones, but at the press conference, it was absolutely mid AF to The Rock. Everybody comes out so damn average. Ricochet and Ivar, Tozawa, Imperium, you name it. You are not jumping out of your seat. You are not captivated by these motherfuckers, and you know it. When Sheamus comes down the aisle, when Drew McIntyre comes down the aisle, you are not jumping out of your seat. When the New Day comes down the aisle, the brothers, the Creed brothers, DIY, you're not jumping out of your seat. They're not captivating you. Don't lie to yourself. They're good hands. They're good talents. I get it. We like them. I get it. But you better have another top tier. Now, thank goodness we have a flux of top faces that will at least get us somewhat more excited than where we've been the last 5 years. Randy Orton at a time with LA Knight. However, LA Knight, you saw this shit on Monday. Because they have nothing for LA Knight, this dude, careful, he's going backwards, man. There was much louder reactions for LA Knight in recent weeks. It sounds like they're lost with LA Knight. LA Knight is kind of mingling around with nothingness. They might lose the momentum that LA Knight has established for himself. So they better be careful. CM Punk is on the shelf. Sami Zayn is completely lost from a year ago, literally losing all of his matches. I guess the storyline is that one day he's gonna find the mojo and he's gonna wake up, right? And you're going to lead to war games at Survivor Series, the Bloodline versus Cody and Seth and Sammy, right? The ultimate American team with a slice of Canada. So, a 12-month membership, D-Wayne Piazza, BC, you're the best. D-Wayne, I appreciate that, man. We just been amplified for 30 straight minutes. I know we're all over the place, but I got a lot to say. I really do. This is just unacceptable. The whole thing is unacceptable. And when people are shocked that The Rock looked bigger than everybody else, not just physically, but just he seemed more polarizing at the press conference, it's because it's the fucking Rock. That's how he became the number one dude in entertainment. It didn't happen by luck. If that's the case, Batista would already be on that level. John Cena would be on that level. Hulk Hogan many moons ago would have already been on that level. There's nobody like the fucking Rock, Dwayne Johnson. You can hate him. You can think he's got an ego. You can think he's a bully. You can think he sabotages WWE and WrestleMania. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. The Rock is at the top for a reason. And today's society hates when somebody is very successful. They want them to look like them, to be like them, so that they can think, I could do that if I wanted to. No, you could never be The Rock. You could barely lace one of his shoes, I assure you. That's how good he is. So for people like Bubba to be shocked that The Rock was overshadowing everybody, he doesn't need to do that. It's just him. That's how good he is at this wrestling thing, at this entertainment thing. If everybody else could do that, we'd be in a much better place. The Rock is that fantastic at what he does. D. Brown, 5-month membership. Nothing they've done with Cody or Seth has gotten me hyped for a 5 a.m. PLE, let alone WrestleMania. Well, D. Brown, I appreciate the 5-month membership, brother. Always love seeing you up in that chat, man. Salute to you, D. Brown. And to piggyback off of your statement there, your comment, D. Brown, Grayson Waller effect is going to have Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. So you know they're just teasing this tag match. That is absolutely nonsensical. The Rock came back for limited appearances and maybe, if lucky, 1 or 2 matches, and we're going to waste it on a nonsensical tag match. Cody and Seth in a tag team match. I don't even care about that on Monday Night Raw. What is that leading to? It doesn't do shit. Even if you want Cody versus Rock, don't let me have them wrestling beforehand. I don't want them wrestling. Give me the one-on-one match. A fucking tag team match. And there's going to be people that are fucking stroking the balls of this, right? Oh my God. Cody and Rollins in a tag team. Oh my God, versus Rock and Roman. Can't believe this is happening. Thank you, Papa H. H is cooking. You guys hear that? HHH is cooking. What's he cooking? Ramen noodles? Some fucking Hot Pockets? You stick them in the microwave for 2.5 minutes and they're still cold inside. That's what HHH is cooking. D Money A Cash, welcome back to the gold team, brother. Appreciate you big time. D Money A Cash, back on the gold unit, board of directors. D Money, welcome back, brother. Good to see you up in here, man. Make sure I get everybody too, by the way. 3-month membership, JB. Raising a coffee with a salute. JB, let me meet you halfway there, brother. Salute to you, JB. I appreciate the 3 months and counting, dude. Here's to 4 and many more. Salute. Thanks for joining in, JB. On 25 minutes of notice. I got a lot more to say, by the way, on a lot of different topics. So this may go over an hour. Stick with me. I'll make this as quick as I can, but I still got a lot to say. Jack Brewer, 14-month membership. Dude, did not even watch Raw this week. Not excited. WrestleMania since they canceled the Rock Roman match. But I'm still going to watch because it is WrestleMania. Well, it's the same sentiment for a lot of people, Jack Brewer. There's a lot of us that are just like, it's Mania. Of course we're going to watch. But, they took the excitement right out of the room because a lot of us lost the Rock Roman dream match. If it wasn't for you, fine. For a lot of us, that was the match, right? We were going to be interested to see the story. We were going to be interested to see them. I don't care if they're just throwing punches, kicks, body slams, and clotheslines. Rock knows. He was in there with Hulk Hogan at 18. He knows how to sell a match. They did a complete double turn in that match, man, where Hogan came out the face and The Rock came out the heel. WrestleMania 18, one of the most electric crowds on the planet. And I promise you, Hogan and Rock were not doing planches from the top rope, Canadian destroyers, and suicide dives. I assure you. So anybody going, Rock would be gassed. Rock would not have a good match. I don't give a shit. Rock would have an 87 billion times better match than Cody and Roman because I've already seen Cody and Roman. How do you know what they can do? So it took that match. It took that match and it ripped it away. And then on top of it, the void was never filled. The hole was never filled. They strangely went back to Cody and Roman, which now even people that were crying it has to be Cody, even they're like, well, I wouldn't have done it like that, though. Everybody looks stupid. This doesn't even seem meaningful anymore. So even the people that claimed he has to finish his story, there's a lot of people that are like, this is stupid. Like, how can I get interested in something that is so badly produced? And that's where BC is, and that's where I think Jack Brewer and a lot of my unit is. This is so badly done that everybody looks so bad in it. And on top of that, I don't know if we can dig ourselves out of the hole that WWE has created for themselves. So Jack Brewer, that's a long-winded answer, but I completely agree with you, dude. 1,000,000,000%. Fleck Wapo, 5-spot coffee, super chat. Last week's SmackDown Live in the CLT was a filler show. However, I'll be spending WrestleMania weekend in Orlando, Florida. I guess you can call it my 7-year itch arc. Rock it out, brother. Orlando, one of my favorite places on the planet, by the way. So much to do down there. Always lively. Just a lot of fun. That's the place to spend WrestleMania. Hey, listen, if you're not going to be in Philly for WrestleMania, Orlando's a damn good place to be. And I completely agree. A lot of these shows are filler shows, Fleck. This just seems to be the new MO. Filler show after filler show after filler show. And that's the problem. And Paul Levesque McMahon just gets more lost and lost in this. Did you guys hear this, by the way? WWE creative writer and senior producer. Oh, I'm sorry, and senior writer. She is a senior writer and producer of 8 years with the company since 2017. Jennifer Pepperman has officially left the company. She has told Paul Levesque McMahon she is out 51 days before WrestleMania. Jennifer Pepperman, this is a senior writer and a senior producer of WWE, has said, I'm not even going to wait till the After Mania show or I'm out now. How bad do things have to be that you're like, I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm out. Plans are changing by the second. You thought they changed with Vinnie Mac. Nothing is even, I don't even know if it's being changed by the second or there's just no plans. It seems like HHH has zero plans. But his own writers are taking off. Jennifer Pepperman, that's a real story that came out just a few hours ago, man. And the funny part is WWE is now, they now have postings for a job opening for WWE Creative. You know it's bad. You guys want to know, this is when it's bad. You guys ready for this? You know it's bad when we are weeks away from WrestleMania, 51 days, just over 7 weeks. And there's postings that WWE is looking for new writers. WWE is looking for new writers. To write what? I don't know. There's no storylines in this fucking company. There's nothing interesting happening in this fucking company. The Elimination Chamber has to be taken out. I don't care if that's a hot take. I don't care. I don't care if that upsets people. No, I like the elimination. It makes sense, Beasley. The winner of the Rumble picks a title, and then the winner of the Chamber picks a title. I don't care. The Elimination Chamber is muddying the waters. We can't even focus on Mania because we're supposedly focusing on the Chamber, which, by the way, that's bullshit too. HHH is lost on the Chamber. Do you guys want to hear the 4 announced matches? 2 Chamber matches. Okay, that's not creative. And do you want to know the other 2 matches, guys? Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax and Judgment Day versus the Micro Machines, Tyler Bate and Petey Dunne. That's what you have to fork over your money to get Peacock, the streaming service. $10, $5, whatever it is. Pay that shit so you can see Petey Dunne and Tyler Bate, the Micro Machines, take on Judgment Day, and so you can see Nia Jax versus Rhea. Because this is the road to WrestleMania. It's exciting, baby. Hey, boys, hi. It's exciting, man. It's exciting, boys, hi. And then I have to follow along with everybody, right? I have to record and go, oh my, WWE's on fire, man. H is cooking. The road to WrestleMania, man. The right call. Cody's going to take on Roman. The shows feel alive. This is fun, isn't it, guys? And then what? BC is supposed to play along with that horse shit? Perhaps you didn't know what channel you stumbled on. We don't do that here. We don't sugarcoat. We're not going to bullshit. Just so we can get more subscribers and more clicks and more revenue, more on the ups. I don't fucking pander. I don't give a fuck. I earn every motherfucking subscriber. The fact that we have hit 25,000 plus when I don't even ask for a subscription should fucking tell you something. We're the best at what we do and we don't even gotta grovel or ask. I do not pander. I do the opposite. While everybody else is trying to get subscribers and trying to get revenue and trying to get clicks, I'm scaring motherfuckers away. I'm scaring them away. They're like, oh, fuck, this dude nuts. I'm out. That's what happens. I don't need it. See, this isn't my job. This started as a hobby. First, foremost, and only. It became successful because BC is so damn good at what he does and my unit is so goddamn electrifying. So I ain't got to worry about it. I can just do exactly, put the channel that I want out there with the utmost truth. And if people can take that truth, awesome. If they can't, move it along. So many other channels. Jack, keep the line going. Not an airport. You don't got to announce your departure. Check you status or not. No check you status. Peace, beat, feet, and seat. Das Boot. You're fucking out. See yourself to the door, or we can boot you out the door. But this 51 days before Mania, and this is where we are as a company, if this is tolerable for you, if this is acceptable for you, if this is okay with you, I will ask you not to ask us to lower our standards and our bar and our expectations. We will ask you to higher your bar, higher your expectations, and higher your standards. Because unfortunately, they've gone too low. And when they go too low, this is where we are. 51 days from WrestleMania, a pay-per-view next week Elimination Chamber with 4 matches. 4, and 2 of those 4 are Nia Jax, Petey Dunne, and Tyler Bate. And for Mania, you have 2 matches announced. One of them is a main event that has been switched already 16 times. 2 matches. Hall of Fame? Hall of Fame is in 40, 49, 50 days. Hall of Fame, there's not one name announced. Back in the day, it was right around Rumble. They would start announcing names. You would get excited for it. It would be something special. Paul Levesque McMahon doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Doesn't have a clue what he's doing for Mania. Doesn't have a clue what he's doing for Chamber. Of course, he doesn't have a clue what he's doing for Hall of Fame. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing for SmackDown. It's clear he doesn't have a clue what he's doing for Raw. It dropped to a 1.74 in the ratings without football competition. And this fucking community wants to talk about a boom period? Where's the boom? Top writer, senior producer, senior writer, Jennifer Popperman, Pimpleman, Pattersonman. She has left the company 50 some odd days before Mania. Told Paul Levesque McMahon, I ain't doing this, I'm out. That's not good when your senior producers and writers are leaving you high and dry. Tells you, gives you a glimpse of how this company is right now. And again, if people like Bubba feels like The Rock is overshadowing everybody, I think he said Roman has never looked so small compared to anybody than he did Thursday against the next to The Rock. Everybody looked like an idiot against The Rock. That's what polarizing means. That is why I say what I say. It's to help everybody elevate their game. I want everybody to succeed. So I need the talent to up their game. The audience is going to, especially the vocal minority, they're going to claim that they want everybody to look like them, basically. 5'7", 160 pounds soaking wet. So that they can watch with other people and go, I could be doing that. If I get a trampoline, I could do what they're doing, right? They don't want to see guys like The Rock. Because they know they could never be that. That would involve getting off the couch. Today, people don't like success or successful people. They like mediocrity. They don't got to do as much. And they want to see that in their, who's on TV. They don't want to see Taylor Swift on an NFL game because that might make them go, wow, one day I might need a girl. They don't want to see The Rock because that might make them go, wow, that's success. One day I want more than $600 in my bank account. Whoa! Come on, unit! Come on! Give me some truth bombs up in here! Are you up? Are you amplified? Drop some fucking bombs! Prime Killer, 2-spot. Does Triple H even know what to do with Jade Cargill? Not a damn clue. Just have Jade go in there, start knocking fucking dome pizzas off. But of course not. Dante Jaron 23, 5-spot coffee super chat. Appreciate it, brah. I've been turned off from wrestling all week. None of the shows have really grasped my interest, which is sad since I've been a fan since 1986. You ain't alone, Dante Jaron 23, I assure you, brah. Appreciate you, dude. And BC is with you on that. Trust. Appreciate that. Pimp Jesus. James Shrimp Fajitas. Eric Leno. Appreciate that, brah. That's what I'm talking about. Wake the fuck up. Stone Cold, by the way. Stone Cold saying never say never to a CM Punk. By Dwayne Piazza, I appreciate that. Stone Cold on a potential CM Punk match says, never say never. We'll see. He's leaving that door open. Stone Cold sounds like somebody who is saying, if you give me enough money, I'll do the big match. So let's be honest. Punk, after 8-9 months, coming back to face Drew McIntyre isn't that exciting. So get that match done with. And then let's set up Punk and Stone Cold. Why not? Fuck it. If Stone Cold's just looking for a good payday, give him the fucking money. Punk's coming back anyway. You know Punk wants the match. Just do the fucking match. Or is everybody gonna cry? Oh, Stone Cold. Fucking part-timer. Why do we have another part-timer taking up a spot? I hate the part-timers, man. This isn't the Attitude Era, basically. It's Tozawa's time to shine, man. This could be Tozawa and Punk, dude. It could be Ivar. Shotzi is injured, it looks like anyway. Shotzi was doing an NXT match with, I think, Valkyria, and she got injured. So Ava Raine came out, Simone Johnson, The Rock's daughter. She came out, said there will be an impromptu match, right? Sent out Lash Legend. Lash Legend, everybody is getting praised backstage for how they handled the situation. It was a big audible. Shotzi got injured. Valkyria stepped up, continued on with Lash Legend. And Ava Raine's performance going out there, keeping control of the situation. So pretty damn cool. Good for everybody involved. We wish Shotzi the very best. Shotzi injured. And it looks like Drew McIntyre has re-signed. It looks like he's re-signed because there's a lot of advertisements for Drew going forward. And it's way past when his contract was supposed to be up. And, I mean, they're advertising him big. They're setting up this new feud with Punk when he comes back in 8 to 9 months. They're selling the new merch. It looks like we can finally say, and I told you this was happening, guys. I was the first person to tell you this. But now I think we can officially say he has re-signed. I was saying for weeks we just have to dot the final I's, cross the final T's. But, no, he's ready to rock. It looks like Drew McIntyre has absolutely re-signed with WWE. I don't think there was any doubt. He was never going to AEW to join Edge, Adam Copeland, which a lot of people thought. Speaking of, if you missed the beginning of the stream, guys, I know I was on 25 minutes of notice before I went live, but Dynamite pulled 811,000 viewers. That is 6,000 viewers up from 805 last week. NXT kept around the same, roughly 650,000 on the viewership. So, I think, where am I? Am I at about an hour 54? Nice. We might be able to keep this within an hour. My final thoughts on this, guys, is with 51 days left, right? Or is it, what is tomorrow's SmackDown? Yeah, 51 days. It will be 50 days tomorrow from WrestleMania. You have 2 matches. You have your fans divided, right? Fans are not truly excited for Mania, and there's 100 billion reasons why. Fans are divided. You only have 2 matches. Your Hall of Fame has nobody announced. And you have an Elimination Chamber that is weak. You have 2 chamber matches, and then a Nia Jax match and a Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne match. Tag team match. So there's a lot that Paul Levesque McMahon in WWE has to really start addressing tomorrow. And it's some of this is little, like just having Cody Rhodes actually start to give explanations as to why he did things. You can't make this a Brock Lesnar thing, who ironically involved Cody. Brock never gave a fucking reason why he attacked, and we know why he originally did. It's because Cody was supposed to have the title, and that's why he would attack him. But because they called the audible, Brock never gave the reason. We can't keep doing this with Cody. How long before people are finally going to say, you know what, Cody looks like a fucking idiot? Because I'm already at that point. This guy is just like changing his mind every show, and he never says why. So start with the little things, right? Let's start to get us interested in those two matches that you have. Io and Bayley. There's no reason we are not completely captivated by Io and Bayley. Already, that has fallen to the wayside. What they did last week was subpar shit. That's not creative, what Bayley and Io did last week in that segment. That's not creative at all. That is bare minimum booking. If that's the case, you can bring back VKM. He'll give you that. Guys, I appreciate you. Like I said, I don't have a ton of time. It was only on 25 minutes of notice, but I wanted to have a coffee. I did have an hour, so I wanted to do this members style, all my gold unit. I appreciate you guys big time, man. My gold team, I didn't get to do this last week. Thank you. Honestly, man. I know it's just a coffee every month chucked at the channel, but it's about what it means, right? It ain't just a coffee. It's that level of appreciation. Nothing like that. So I want you to know that I appreciate you guys, man. Right back to you. And Brian Robinson, who just joined the Gold Star status as well. AC Dub, All-Star Championship Wrestling. Welcome to the channel. These are some that have just joined within the last few days. Jason Barker, Ms. Flawless Stone, Gold status. Stephen Tate, TR Man, and Unique Butterfly, Spicy Mama, Reese, all within the last week to 2 weeks. Either continuing or rejoining, I should say. So, appreciate you guys big time, man. Salute, James. Salute, Pimp Jesus, Santivia Major, Eric Leno, Dwayne Piazza. JB, Dante Jaron 23, D Money A Cash. Jack Brewer. Jimmy Fingers 19 was up in here at one point, I see. Jimmy Fingers 19, gold status. Anthony Bowley. Mr. Big 200. I got Santivia, right? Jimmy Fingers, salute. Not really a road to WrestleMania. It's more like a road straight into a ditch with this company right now, but it is what it is. All right, guys. It won't let me go back any further. So if I missed anybody, Angel Alega. What up, Angel? So if I missed anybody else that was in here and just hasn't commented or chatted in the last couple 2-3 minutes, salute to you guys as well. It would only let me go back a certain amount. So appreciate it, guys. Appreciate the ups on this one. Over 150 within the last hour on 25 minutes of notice. Pretty damn cool. This is going to be up on the channel, I believe. So anybody that missed this, because again, we were on 25 minutes notice. I get it. I'll leave this up on the channel, and especially my channel members can view this or listen to this over the next 24 to 48 hours at least. So appreciate you guys, man, whether you were here live or future amplified unit. I appreciate you guys, man. We'll do this again real soon. Until next time, and there will be that next time. Top guys, we're out. BC saying check you. Peace. Salute. Anybody want to go long? I know the Super Bowl's done.